Breaking news, Biden and Trump accept CNN's invitation to debate on June 27th. Trump takes the gloves off and rips crooked Joe Biden. We've got so much to unpack here on the Gateway Pundits Beyond the Headlines, powered by VNN. This segment is sponsored by My Patriot Supply, providing emergency food solutions to Americans' patriots since 2008. I'm Elijah Schaefer. Let's start the show. Well, looks like the debates are actually going to happen this time around, as Joe Biden and President Trump on Wednesday both accepted an invitation from CNN for a debate on June 27th. Trump also accepted ABC News' invitation to debate Biden on September 10th, but of course there are some stipulations that we have to unpack. It didn't stop Joe Biden from coming out swinging on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying, "Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. Since then, he hasn't shown up for a debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal." And then he released this video. Watch.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. Since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Okay, so what's kind of funny about this is props to Biden for making a video. However, Alex Brucewitz pointed out something very important, and he said this: "You have 5 jump cuts in a 14-second video. You're not mentally there. No jump cuts allowed during debates, crooked Joe." And he does bring up a very solid point. Joe Biden was quick to take on the debate, saying, "Yeah, all right, I'm going to do this." But the video accepting the debate had to be highly edited and selectively cut. I mean, maybe it's just a social media trend, but the fact that you can't do a bold and brave debate video without so many cuts in under 14 seconds doesn't give me high hopes. That's because the Biden administration is actually requesting that the debate have no live audience. Get this, and also mute the mics of the other opponent while the other one is answering the question. This is for 2 reasons. Joe Biden is already trying to rig the debate. Obviously, the election is already rigged. Will we win it? I don't know. But it's like kind of ironic because it's like we're supposed to think that the election is fair and free, but already the debates are not. I don't know why Trump keeps accepting debates from the mainstream media outlets that hate him. Maybe it's his ego in play. However, on Truth Social, Trump ended up accepting, making an announcement himself, and here's what he had to say. Check this out directly from thegatewaypundit.com. He wrote here, "It is my great honor to accept the CNN debate against crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of the United States and a true threat to democracy, on June 27th. Likewise, I accept the ABC News debate." That's kind of how he talks. I'm not good with impressions, but he did bring up his typical spew here against crooked Joe on September 10th. Thank you, DJT. Well, I don't know why Trump is still posting on Truth Social when he should be posting on X, where the conversation is having. If you're going to go on mainstream media and you're going to go on these crooked sites like ABC and CNN, then at least be where we're having the conversation here on Twitter. Don't forget to share these videos if you're watching. Now, the unironic part is that as accepting the speech, Joe Biden also put out a direct tweet talking about the fact that, yeah, he had indeed accepted. Joe Biden said, "I've received and accepted an invitation from CNN for a debate on June 27th. Over to you, Donald. As you said, anywhere, anytime, any place." And we saw that Donald Trump, well, yeah, I mean, he accepted. But Joe Biden is out there, right? And he's been lying for a very long time. I was reminded here as Amuse put this tweet out earlier today saying, "Well, look, we're good with the debates, but what about all the lies from the last debates? Will Biden apologize for lying to the American people about Hunter Biden's laptop? At the last debate, Biden falsely claimed the laptop was Russian disinformation. Do you guys remember this? Watch."
50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plan. They have said that this has all the 5 former heads of the CIA, both parties, say what he's saying is a bunch of garbage. This is classic Trump. We have 4 days left, and all of a sudden there's a laptop. There's overwhelming evidence that from the intelligence community that the Russians are engaged.
I still think that the stories from the fall about your son Hunter were Russian disinformation at a smear campaign, like you said.
Yes. I know you'd ask it. I have no response. It's another smear campaign. It's a last-ditch effort in this desperate campaign to smear me and my family. The vast majority of the intelligence people have come out and said there's no basis at all.
All right. And that's what he said. There was no basis. Now, the insane thing about this is this guy's supposed to be controlling the country. And I was reminded every day that no matter what's happening in this country, you got to be prepared for what's ahead. You can't control the government and you can't control what's going to happen, but you can make sure that when the shit hits the fan, that you are prepared and you have a food supply, particularly one that is an emergency food supply. It's got to be tucked away in a safe, rugged ammo can. You want something that lasts 25 years or more so you can buy it now, not worry about it, and have it ready when you need it. You got to find something that has 2,000 calories, no food boredom, so it has a variety of foods. Yeah, well, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the emergency food kits from My Patriot Supply, and they're now priced under $50 right now when you go to their site, preparewithvnn.com. So if you want to prepare for what we have ahead, you got to have guns, you got to have ammo, you got to have body armor. But have you ever thought about what are you going to do? You're going to eat your bullets? No. You got to have good food. You got to provide for yourself. If you're single, if you're married, you got to be ready for your family. If you're a wife, can't wait for your husband to do it. If you're a husband, what are you going to say to your kids? Come on. It's time you prepare at preparewithvnn.com. And right now, you can get those 1 week food kits priced at $50. So make sure you check it out. Order a few before it's too late and get yourself prepared with My Patriot Supply that has been providing emergency food kits to American patriots since 2008. Now, speaking of the devil, with what's going on here, I want to remind you of this last clip of where he never actually even apologized. And Muse brought this up too, saying, President Biden was allowed to lie about his family ties to China in his one and only debate with Trump. Will Biden be allowed to lie about his family making millions from the CCP? Will he be allowed to lie about his sexual abuse of his daughter? Let's watch this clip reminding you exactly what we're talking about.
And Kristen, Glenn Kessler from the Washington Post had a fact check about Joe Biden from earlier this month, noting that Hunter Biden admitted in court in July that he was in fact paid substantial sums from Chinese companies. Kessler wrote, Hunter Biden reported nearly $2.4 million in income in 2017 and $2.2 million in income in 2018, most of which came from Chinese or Ukrainian interests. But this directly goes against what Joe Biden said in the debate in 2020 with Donald Trump. Take a listen.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about what are you talking about? China.
Once you
None of
became
that
vice
is
president,
true.
he made a fortune in Ukraine, in China, in Moscow,
That is simply
and various
not
other places.
true.
So it's from two different debates, but I mean, Trump was right. I mean, he did make a fortune from China and Joe Biden was wrong. I don't know that he was lying about it. He might not have been told by Hunter, but this blind spot is a problem.
It's a problem, one, because Republicans aren't going to let it go, that's for sure. But also, these problems are continuing through the legal system. It's not as though this is something that's been settled in other jurisdictions and Republicans are just harping on it. It is an ongoing thing in our courts. It's not going anywhere.
This is a blind spot. Does it concern you as a Democrat?
Well, I think dads have sometimes, and parents sometimes have blind spots about their kids, for sure, and the president.
Yeah, not just blind spots. It's absolute rebuking of the truth. Joe Biden is about to do another debate with Donald Trump, and we know how this is going to go. There's going to be an earpiece. Look, I'm wearing one now. Maybe you didn't even notice. They're nice and blue. But, you know, that's what's just going to happen. This is how these people work. Let me know your thoughts below about this debate. Do you think it's going to be fair? I'd love to know your feedback. Also, don't forget to share these videos with your friends and family by hitting the retweet button, grabbing the link on Rumble, sending it in an email, whatever you got to do. We've got to get the word out and let people know that VNN is the best place to get your news. I'm Elijah Schaefer. Shout out to My Patriot Supply, providing emergency food kit solutions at preparewithvnn.com. Get those 1 week emergency food kits today. Have a great rest of the week, and may God bless the United States of America. I'm signing out.